Good day, Africa. You're welcome once again to AgroLink on AAU TV. And AgroLink is your premium program where we bring you exciting content on agricultural activities happening in Africa. My name is Nana Esimobasam, and today we are continuing the discussion with the president of Ghana Coconut Farmers Association, the person of Mr. Patrick Alo in the Bia. We'll look at the role of this industry in promoting the interests of coconut farmers in Ghana. Do stay tuned. We'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we shall start this exciting discussion. Welcome back from the break. If you just tuned in, this is AgroLink on AAU TV, where we are going to look at the role of the Coconut Farmers Association in promoting the interests of coconut farmers in Ghana. You're welcome back once again, sir. Okay. So I want to understand the rationale behind this association and how long it's been in existence.
Good. Thank you very much. CoFAG, or Coconut Farmers Association in Ghana, was born the year 2015. But I started the advocacy program in the year 2006 when I realized that this in-poor wilt disease is devastating some of these coconut plantations. I realized that in future, that is the livelihood of the people in the far west, that's the western region, the district, the coastal district of the western region. So I saw that in future, the generation has nothing to live on. So I started an advocacy program to draw the attention of coconut farmers that the dangers ahead, what the disease is doing to our plantations, what in future our families will live on. So I was moving from community to community doing this advocacy program. I left my white-collar job to have enough time to do that. So I go to the communities to meet the community elders and the people, explain the future of it, and bringing them together so that we have a common goal and then fight the disease. Fighting the disease is that if we come together, we'll be able to approach the government, and then the government to draw government attention to the fact that that's the livelihood of the people, and then it's getting out of our hands, so that the government may pay attention to it and attend to the problems. So I started. So 2006 up to 2015, I organized leaders from the communities. Then we formed the association. Then we drew our constitution. Then we approached Registrar General for a certificate registration, and then we were registered the same 2015. And we started the association, that to register members so that the constitution will tell us what and what we should do, what and we should do. So we approached the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, and then we started engaging them to look at the problem that is facing the coconut industry. Therefore, we had the association.
Okay, so I'm looking at how thriving and profitable this industry is. You mentioned earlier that the association is a subset of a federation. What are the components of this federation, and how do they blend to give a wholesome image to the association?
Yes, we have this, as I mentioned earlier, the crop itself has a lot of value additions. Value additions means, as I mentioned, oils and other industrial byproducts. So we decided that we have processing association, registered association under the Registrar General. We have exporters association, coconut exporters association. We have sellers association, traders. Then you go down the streets and others that are doing other things with coconut. Then we have the seed garden and nursery operators. They raise the seedlings. So we have these associations. So we brought them together under one umbrella. Therefore, we have the federation, which of course CoFAG is a member of the federation or an actor of the federation.
So who can join this association?
Yes, if you're a registered coconut farmer under CoFAG, you're a member, automatic member of the association or the federation, because once the association as an act under the federation, then you are a member of the federation.
Okay. So there are a lot of coconut farmers and emerging farmers in Ghana currently. How many members do you have, and how does someone join this association?
Yes, thank you very much. Earlier when we started, 2015, we were able to register 1,500 farmers across. As I speak today, we have about listed about 50,000 listed farmers across 10 regions of Ghana. We are operating in 11 regions of Ghana. So we have members in some of these regions. But the question is that the registration is ongoing. So if you are interested to do coconut farming, just go to the net, Ghana Export Promotion Authority. You can get the numbers there. You just call. Or you can go to the Ministry of AgroLink and then ask. They will give you every detailed information. So they will tell you where you want to do the farming. The branch is there. They will give you the executive or the coordinator's number. You call, you give you the form, you give every information how to join the association. Then you join the association from there.
So there are also a lot of farmers who are in the hinterlands and have probably no access to internet and don't even have smartphones. How do they access this internet? Yes,
the question is that we've been doing the publicity, sensitization programs in all the regions. So you may likely, whether you are in a village or somewhere in a corner, you may likely hear of the coconut, or some friends may even give you the information. Because, as I said, we are operating in 11 regions now. We have branches in the 11 regions. So we have farmers in the 11 regions. So eventually, you may get hold of one, and then you can register. I can advise you and register from there.
So mostly some associations, let's say for other agri products, they collapse because of sustenance. They are not able to sustain themselves. The dues are not enough to sustain the activities of the association. As such, I want to find out how your association is able to sustain itself. What do you get funding from the government, from some donor organizations, or use the dues from members?
Yes, thank you very much. From the beginning, as I said, when I started the advocacy program, we were not getting support from anywhere. I was personally funding the activity of the association because I have an aim that the association must survive, the industry must survive, because we're driven on the theme of reviving and sustaining the coconut industry. So I had to do the fund. We were not getting support until 2018, when we approached the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and really they supported with seedlings, not cash, but seedlings, supply to distribute to our members to plant, because we say we want to revive the industry. So we need to plant more seedlings so that the industry will grow. So Ghana Export Promotion supported us. Even 2020, they also supported some seedlings, 2021. So that is the only support that we are getting from the government, okay? So apart from that, we are not getting any support from anywhere. Secondly, as you said, the dues are not all that forthcoming. You know, Ghanaian families, they want to see immediate benefit before they contribute. And it's sometimes very difficult, but we are managing it. And with that, 2020, we had a policy conference, and that has awakened the members so that they contribute effectively to the growth of the association. When we had a policy statement last year, February, we also did the validation on the constitution, all these things. So now it's now vibrant. It's now vibrant, and we have put in certain structures in place that they are here to perform their duties, so that we see that the association is strong and survive.
So you mentioned earlier that there are some policies that are being implemented to ensure that association is sustained. What are some of these policies?
Yes.
And how impactful are they, or will they be? Future policies, how will they be in ensuring that the association doesn't fade away?
It will not, because looking at the policies that we put in place, it will not. And look at how the industry is growing, it will not. Because without CoFAG, there will be no industry. So we have to put in place policies that will strengthen the association, strengthen the industry. Well, some of the policies are, we say we are strengthening the structures, that we should have offices from the community level. If I say community level, even from the agricultural level, if you go to the villages, along there you see that we have some clusters of farmers. We call it agricultural level. So we have the branch at agricultural level, then we have the branch at community level, then the district level, regional level, and the national. So if you have all these structures there, that means a farmer can just wake up and go to the office at the community level or the agricultural level and get information that the farmer needs. So one of the policies to continue to strengthen the structure, that is one. Strengthen the structures. We need to put certain unit machinery in place, like extension officers, technical officers. That will, we have to train our own extension officers so that they will always live with the farmers on the farm. Because now with the extension officers from Ministry of Food and Agriculture, it's not enough to help our farmers. So if we have our own farmers, then that is, we are trying to stabilize our operations. And so these are one of the policies. Two, the other policy is that sound culture practices we need to introduce to the farmers so that we have standards of coconut to meet the global standard market. So these are some of the policies. And two, in terms of marketing, we have policies governing the sale of the nut. And we are lucky that today we have that Tree Crop Development Authority that is going to regulate it. So we are under the Tree Crop Development Authority. So these policies are to help us to shape and develop the industry.
So I'm looking at it from the exporters' point of view. What are some of the policies guiding the export of coconut from Ghana?
Yes, the policies, as I said, is being developed now by the National Tree Crop Development Authority. They are going to regulate all this under the industry. So they will come out. Gone are the time that, okay, fine, somebody go to the net and then seek a market, something somewhere, and then just communicate and then export through Ghana Export Promotion Authority documentations and all that sort of thing. But this time, Tree Crop Development Authority is going to regulate and then see the type of nut, the weight, the size, the meat that should go, so that in the standard that will meet global market.
So there are a lot of Asian countries that export a lot of coconut to China and the US, like Philippines, Vietnam, and then the likes. How is Ghana learning from these high producers of exporters of coconut to other countries, since we are looking at venturing and even regulating the exports of coconuts to some of these countries?
Yes, thank you very much. I think we already have the market. So no coconut will lie somewhere and you said you are losing. We already have the market. Buyers are chasing the farmers even on the farm to buy. So the market situation, I don't think is alarming. It's very encouraging. Now, considering the export already, we are exporting dry nuts to Nigeria. If you are not on the main road, but Nigeria is importing a lot from this dry nut from here, and we are also exporting to some of these countries like US, UK. Or the European countries, we are exporting to those areas because we have registered exporters and they are doing that export. So the market is very huge, it's there.
So is there an avenue for collaborating with probably people in the coconuts who have been in the coconut industry longer than maybe Ghana? Maybe let's say from the Asian countries, yes. We collaborate with them to learn yes. from their mistakes yes. and to ensure that we avoid them in the process.
That is correct, because you know, on the world rating of the coconut production, I think Indonesia is leading, yes. Philippines, India, and those Asian countries, and we are in collaboration. We are learning a lot from them because it's easy to learn now. When you go to the net, you can easily communicate. So we have been doing that. We have some friends in India. Even we are looking for funding so that, as I said, we'll train some of the youth, especially the students that are coming out, as extension officers, so that they can support the farmers. And these are some of the areas after the local training. They also go to where we have the developed industry, so that we'll tap the technology from there, so that can help us to develop our industry. So we are friends with them. We are in constant touch with them.
So we'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we shall look at some of the innovations and challenges that straddles this industry. You're welcome back from the break. If you just tuned in, this is AgroLink on AAU TV, where we've been looking at the role of the Coconut Farmers Association in promoting the interests of coconut farmers in Ghana with the help of the president of this association. So you're welcome back from the break.
Thank you.
So you mentioned funding as one of the challenges that the association faces. What are some of the other challenges that the association faces in its quest to ensure that the coconut industry in Ghana is regulated and it thrives well?
Thank you very much. You know, farmers are from the private entity. So we are coming from the private sector. And we've been engaging with the government, especially the Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. You know, all the farmers are within the districts. And therefore, we've been collaborating with them that those farmers must register under the associations from the private sector, so that we'll be able to have one body so that we can enforce the policies. So these are some of these challenges that sometimes it becomes difficult for the district directors or something to release those lists. And recently we've engaged, even yesterday we had a meeting on that. We are going to the assemblies through the agencies that I said, so that we'll be able to capture the farmers that they've already captured to the association, so we become one body. So it was a challenge, but I think understanding is in the way, so we will soon capture that. Two, the challenge of getting the seedlings, as I said, is sometimes, as I said, the farmer has no money to buy seedlings. So we have had some engagement, as I said, with Ghana Export Promotion and the government itself, so that they can buy seedlings and then we give it to the farmers free, so that production will be able to increase the production. So the challenge of getting the disease-resistant seedlings is a major challenge now, which I think the research people are seriously working on it, so that we'll be able to get the disease-resistant seedlings to phase out those ones that the disease can easily condemn. So these are some of the challenges. Too, the funding. If I say the funding, yes, as I sit down here, I wish I can go around the regions so that you update members on in terms of production, marketing, or that sort of thing. But we don't have money to do that. We don't have vehicle, even offices. It became a challenge. So we still negotiate with the government. As of today, we've not been getting any support from Israel. So we are making it out, especially to you, so that you can sound it outside for that help, support, so that we'll be able to pursue the policies that will increase production and then put the industry at an appreciable level.
Even though this is a relatively new association, I'm very sure there are some milestones and achievements that the association has struck since it was established. What are some of these milestones and success stories from the operations of the association?
Yes, the association, as I said, has achieved a lot. Therefore, now we've been able to support industrialization in this country, especially processing factories. They are now getting enough nuts, and then more have been established. Two, we have increased employment, job creation in this country, because a lot of people are now entering into the industry, seeing the potentials of it. As I mentioned earlier, going onto the streets of the cities and towns, people are selling fresh coconut. We are creating a lot of jobs. So these are some of the remarkable achievements, because we have created more jobs, we have increased production, we are satisfying our industrialization, and then two, we are exporting so much, creating revenue for the country. So we have made a remarkable achievement.
Yes, the association seems to, I mean, in its few years of existence, it seems to have accomplished a lot so far.
Yes.
So, in your opinion, what do you think is the way forward for Ghana's coconut industry and the association as well?
Yes, for the industry and the association as well is that we are making a lot of appeal to agencies, organizations, and then agencies that they should throw their weight behind this industry, because one, Ghana has lived on cocoa revenue for decades. But let me tell you, coconut could do better than cocoa now if we people or organizations and agencies put their weight behind it, because to increase revenue generation in this country. So it is an appeal through every corner, through every medium, so that they can support the industry. And again, to support the farmers with their needs, like seedlings, organic fertilizers. Now the global is going organic. Now we are trying to avoid inorganic. So we need organic fertilizers, which of course we are not getting in the country. So we are calling on organizations and agencies to support us so that we can procure organic fertilizers for the production of the crop.
So where do you see the association in 10 years? Where do you see what's your vision for the association in 10 years?
In 10 years, the association is going to be, I don't know whether, to be the largest, let me use that, I don't know if I'm using the right word, the largest association in Africa. Looking at the policies that we have put in place and looking at the passion that people have entered into the industry. That means, and once there is a policy to bring us together, it is going to be one of the biggest associations in Ghana. So I'm happy that the way the association is traveling, is growing. We will read there.
Okay. And finally, what's your final words to maybe members or farmers who are yet to join the association, or people who are in the association and might not see the benefits or relevance of the association yet? What are your final words to these people?
My final words is that they should always go to the offices of CoFAG and seek information. Two, the information is that in terms of some cultural practices, in terms of any support, advice on pest control and all those things, they should get in touch with the district or the community or the regional offices. They will be able to attend to their problems. And those new ones, I'm telling them that the coconut has a lot of potentials, and you will never regret if you enter into the industry.
So finally, in what way is the association giving back to students and people who might not even know the next career path to venture into? Does the association liaise, or does it have a component where students can actually venture, come seek knowledge, or even come and understudy, like internship from farmers? Does it offer such benefits to students?
Yes, recently I think during our policy conference, we haven't started, but we've agreed to come out with news bulletins. And we also want to establish that every month we do farmers Zeba in some of the communities, and that so those new people can be there to, so that it becomes a sensitization program for the youth also to know exactly the benefit that they will get from the association. So we have a lot that in place that we haven't started. It's all about to funding. So we are still seeking for funding to push certain things that at least it will be sounding the ears of everybody, every Ghanaians or even beyond.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, too.
This brings us to the end of this interesting discussion with Mr. Patrick Alo Indabia, who is the president of Ghana Coconut Farmers Association, and we've been looking at the role of this industry in promoting the interests of coconut farmers in Ghana. My name is Nana Ismobasam. Do stay tuned on AAU TV for more educative content.